Hello viewers, and welcome to the first video in a second series of World of Tanks themed content for YouTube. This series will be called World of Tanks The Strange, simply because, well, as the title suggests, the replays that I'm going to be showing you are strange, weird, odd, whatever word you want to define strange. Although in this instance, the couple of replays that I've got to show for you today are particularly funny replays, or at least they have particularly funny endings, as you will see later on. Now this first one, I'm on my own, not platooned with anyone. I'm driving my Su-122-44 in a standard battle on steppes. Now according to XVM, this is a 59% chance to win, although I didn't know that at the time because I didn't have XVM installed when I was playing this game. I immediately head down towards the centre. This game is very short, by the way. This only lasts less than 4 minutes, or about that anyway. MT-25 is heading straight ahead. He's not going to last a great deal longer. There you go, he's gone. So at the moment I'm not feeling exactly confident on advancing. It is a tier 7 game, but I'm only on my own, at least for now. Now the Su-122-44 is an absolutely fantastic tier 7 Soviet premium tank destroyer, and the main reason why is because of that gun. It's not so much about the fact that it has the same penetration, the same alpha damage as the 122mm D25T of the IS and the KV-3, also at tier 7, but it's also about, it's mainly about the rate of fire. Much higher rate of fire on this than on the those two Soviet heavy tanks. In fact, on my particular Su-122-44, the crew has brothers in arms, and the tank also has gun rammer and ventilation, which brings the reload time down to a very, very sweet 6.60 seconds. And being as it does 390 damage per shot on average, it comes out with a damage per minute output greater than that of the T-110E3 tier 10 American tank destroyer. And that's not a lie. This machine is absolutely deadly in certain circumstances. I came down the centre while a Tiger was following me. He's going to go over to the east to flank what remains of the enemy team over there. As you can see, we're not looking too good on either flank. We are losing, not by much, but we are still losing. So I'm going to sit in the cap circle. Still haven't done any damage yet in this game. It's all a question at this point, while I was playing it, which way do I face? Being as there's still a Tiger over there on our team, and the IS is on the enemy team no longer have anything to shoot at on the western side of the map, I'm going to keep my gun faced in that direction so that hopefully I can get the first shot off to whichever IS comes back first. Or at least that's what I'm speculating. VK-32D on our team has just been knocked out. Tiger's going to be next. We've got Stuart Emil back at our base trying to snipe. Now I turn round because I see that Achilles coming towards me. I don't take the shot because it's not fully aimed. So there you are, the Tiger's gone. Stuart Emil takes out that Crusader. Now this is not fully aimed, but I fire at the Achilles anyway, and I blow his tracks off, and he misses, but I've capped. And that's a game I won by capping, doing no damage whatsoever. And more worryingly, actually, well, it's not worrying, but it's slightly annoying in a way that the Stir Emil was still alive, because in fact if he was killed as well, then I would have got, bearing in mind there's still 6 enemy tanks alive on the enemy team, I would have got Kolobanov's medal and I would have done no damage in the game. Oh dear. That's what makes that replay a bit funny. And please bear in mind, before I show you the second replay of those two things, nearly Kolobanov's medal and no damage. So here we are with the second replay. It's a Panther M10 platoon with Dead Man. I do believe in fact this game was done today, same date as the recording of this video. I should imagine so anyway, because the Panther M10 is not a tank that either of us have had for very long. We only bought them a few days ago, simply because of course the Panther M10 is going to get removed from the in-game store and the premium shop. In a couple of weeks you will no longer be able to purchase this tank, along with the TOG 2, the FCM 36 Pack 40, I've got both of those, and the T14, which I'm not interested in. Now then, me and Dead Man are heading over to the forest in the east. Enemy light tank. A bit lucky there. My crew is not very well trained up on this, as you'll be able to tell from the terrible accuracy when the crew is not very trained up on this. I think the commander was only on 63%, so long way to go until the crew is good enough on this. Now keep bearing in mind what I said at the end of the last replay, that I nearly got Kolobanov's medal and did no damage at all. This battle is not about me, and it's not about Dead Man either. It is in fact about our friendly M44. This thing receives critical hits so easily. So I have to spend 6,000 credits to get my engine back up and my loader back into play. Sadly it doesn't pay off in the end. Anyway, yes, the M44 on our team is what this replay is about, in relation to the other replay. But remember, it'll only get funny at the very end. Now apparently, this tank did exist during the Second World War, although obviously it would have been in very, very low numbers. The way I think of it is that the Germans came up with this idea after capturing an M10 Wolverine. So then they decided, probably because it was quite late on in the war and they were a bit desperate, we'll turn a Panther into something that looks like an M10 Wolverine. And I know what you're thinking, most of you, that doesn't look anything like an M10 Wolverine to most people. Well, yeah, you're right when you're this close up, but don't forget, in real life tank battles happened at distances often measured in kilometres rather than metres, and that far away the Panther M10 would have looked fairly similar to an M10 Wolverine, so it would have made the Americans at least think twice before shooting it. Get no luck firing at a distance, yeah. I'm going to die now. That T-34. Don't know what spots me. It wouldn't have been the T-34 that spotted me, but they've got E-25, they've got Hellcat, they've got WZ-131. Either of those three could have easily spotted me there for the T-34 to take out. And that's the end of the battle for me. Meanwhile, we won the battle in the west, and that friendly M44 that I talked about has already gotten the hell out of K1 and is going to set up a position on A1, which is going to be important. There's that Hellcat. W0131, T25-2. The enemy team are going to split up here. In fact, you can see on the minimap the E25 is going for that arty kill on that Lorraine. He manages it. And now our friendly ISU-152, you can see off just to the right here, is taking a battering from all those enemy tanks that are coming over from the east. He's also going to receive a couple of shots from behind. There we are from the E25. There goes, killed him now. So E25 is now going to run into dead man. KV2 on our team, by the way, very important, has got himself into the cap. Over halfway. There we go, E25 is now engaging dead man. Exchanging shots. Switch to his view. Managed to cause a bit of ramming damage to the E25. Of course, a very, very light vehicle. Dead man scrapes a victory on that E25. And now, that KV2 has fully capped. Oh, and then he gets killed. Huh, and then dead man gets killed. But hang on a minute, I'm going to pause the game. What about that M44? As long as he stays alive, he's going to get Kolobanov's medal, because there's still 6 enemy vehicles left alive. So, yep, he got Kolobanov's medal. But that's not the really funny thing. The really funny thing is, he did absolutely no damage in that game whatsoever. That's why those two replays link together, and that's why they're hilarious. Oh dear. Well, the tanks. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've been thoroughly entertained as I have watching these replays. And well, good luck getting those Kolobanov's medals, viewers, on the battlefield. And I will see you next time.